What's up, y'all? How y'all doing today? It's your girl Crochet, and I'm back with another freaking video. First things first, we need you to like, comment, and subscribe. Also, make sure you hit the notification bell so you don't miss any more videos from your girl. I know I'm in bed. I'm looking crazy. And yes, this is what we had on yesterday. We have not got out of bed because today has been a pretty bad day, mainly for her. So let's just talk about it. Well, Mama is trying to sleep. So, Callie has not pooped since yesterday. So it's been like 24 hours or whatever that she has not pooped. I noticed that she's been like pushing and things like that, but she has not been having any bowel movements. So today, earlier when I was on the phone, it's more like these people who talk to me about formula, like she gets both right now. Okay, she gets formula and breast milk, but she gets more formula than anything because I'm not producing that much milk. I don't know why. I'm pumping, but that's the reason why I have put her on formula. Okay, let's talk about that first. I put her on formula because when I would try to breastfeed her, she would like literally latch onto me for like an hour to 2 hours. And then the second I finally get her off, because, like an hour, 2 hours of all that, you start to get sore. So, after I would like unlatch her after 2 hours, like literally an hour over here, but like at that time, I'm like switching like every 15 minutes over here, then over here, then over here, then over here. She would still be hungry. Like she wouldn't be satisfied. She'd still be crying and things like that. So then when I pull out the bottle after, she gets some formula, then she seemed like she was finally, satisfied. Then, she'll be good. So at that time, so pretty much I'm doing both. She's getting formula and she's getting breast milk because I know the importance of breast milk. But I'm just not producing any. I'm just not. Still, now that it's been over a few weeks, like, how they say, like, if you do, with her latching and with pumping and stuff like that, I'm supposed to be like producing more milk, but I'm still not really producing anything. Like, I'm not really producing anything still. Like, I'm telling you, I can pump for 15 minutes and come up with about 4 ounces. She drinks 2 ounces per, feeding, and we're supposed to feed her every 2 hours. So 2 ounces every 2 hours is what she's supposed to be getting, is what the doctor says. We try to give her a little bit more than that because she's a little greedy. She wants more. But yeah, that's pretty much the standard. So if I pump for like 15 minutes, I get 4 ounces. So that's 2 feedings. And then I'll try to pump again later. I'm telling you, nothing comes out. Like, I'm dry. Like, I can only get 4 ounces out of me a day, which is not good at all. So I was going to reach out to a friend. I do know a friend who had problems producing milk as well. And once she went on this thing, I'm not sure what it was, if she drank something or pills. I think she drank like shakes or something. She started producing like crazy. I did not have this problem with my son. My son, he had me overproducing to where like I couldn't go nowhere. I couldn't go nowhere without dropping. It looked like your girl was soaking wet, like I ran through the sprinklers. Like, I've always had too much milk with my son. Too much. With her, I'm not producing anything. Your girl is dry. I'm a desert over here. So yeah, that's the reason why she's on formula. Anyways, like I said, recently she's been wanting more than the 2 ounces. She'll kill those 2 ounces that the doctor recommended, and she still wants more. Like, she goes crazy. Her neck is going everywhere. She's sucking everywhere. She wants more. Like, that 2 ounces is nothing to her. So we recently bumped her up to 2.5 ounces. Sometimes we give her 3 ounces. So with that being said, we give her a scoop and a half, because 2 scoops and 4 ounces of water is what is on the can or whatever. It doesn't tell you about a 3 ounce. So we just figure, if 2 full scoops and 4 ounces of water is what's recommended on there, if they was to be 4 ounces, if we do 1 scoop and a half, that should be 3 ounces. We feel like that was the correct measurements or whatever. So she's been constipated, And she's been pushing and pushing and pushing and crying. And I'm just like, what is going on? You know, like yesterday we kind of noticed it, but it wasn't that big of a deal because it was just like, that was the first day. Yesterday I got a diaper early in the morning and I didn't get nothing else after that. Usually she poops about 3 to 4 times a day. She does a lot of pee-pee diapers. And yesterday she did a bunch of pee-pee diapers, but she only did one bowel movement, and that was early during the day. So when it hit this morning and she didn't still have a bowel movement, I'm like, okay, it's now been 24 hours without a bowel movement. What's going on? What's going on, my baby? And so I spoke to somebody who like talks to us about formula and things like that. So I was sitting there asking questions. They're asking me like, you know, she's being breastfed, because sometimes breastfed babies won't poop for a day or two and things like that. I'm just like, well, we mix it, you know. So she's asking me, do I do any half scoops? Do I do a scoop and a half or anything like that? I'm like, yeah, I do that, because sometimes, you know, 2 ounces is not enough. So sometimes we're spreading it out to 3 ounces. And she said, that's the problem. We're not supposed to do that. She said, if we need more, recommendation is to make the full 4 ounces, the 2 scoops and the 4 ounces of water. She's like, hey, you can either save the rest or throw it away or whatever, but measurements, something about you can't like mess with the measurements and you can't tweak the measurements. If you do, it throws off the entire formula. It throws off the entire balance and nutrients, and it could cause her to be constipated and have harder stools. And I'm just instantly like, oh, I told sorry, mommy. So I've been saying sorry to her all day. And literally, me and Darnell, thank God, we got these little samples. The one that we gave her is kind of far, and I don't want to move her because she's being peaceful. But we got a bunch of these samples. When you sign up for a lot of baby programs and things like that and stuff online, so we got a lot of like Similacs and stuff like that. This one right here, it says closest formula to breast milk. So this is a really good one because it's, closest to breast milk, and it has iron in it. I'm somebody who is anemic, so I have to take iron pills and things like that. I had to take that during my pregnancy too, so she can get that iron and stuff like that. So that's one of them. But we have one for, upset tummies, and it's called No More Fussy Baby or whatever. It's for babies who have upset tummies or any stomach problems, anything like that, and it helps them digest things better. Another sample thing we have, like I said, that one's over there. And after I spoke to the person I spoke to on the phone, the little specialist for, formula, we decided to switch her over to there until she can get her bowel movements back. And she's had 2 bottles of that so far. And with those 2 bottles, she finally had a bowel movement, and I was so sad. I'm so sorry. She was pushing, she was crying. And it wasn't hard like sometimes when older people, us adults, and even older kids or whatever have bowel movements, those rock hard pebbles. It wasn't like that. It was still soft, but it wasn't like at this point, when you have a newborn, they're like splatters. Their bowel movements are splatters. They're not like real bowel movements. They're, it wasn't splatters, but it was still soft. But I still know that it was hard for her. Her being a newborn, it was hard for her. Oh, my mommies. So she's been dealing with having to pass these, harder bowel movements right now. And with that being said, she's not in a good mood. So I don't want to sit here and bother her and try to, wash her up and do her hair and get her dressed and stuff like that, because all that stuff right now is unnecessary. I just want her to rest and pass these bowel movements to get back to her regular bowel movements. And when she can get back to her regular bowel movements, my mommy she'll be fine. Hold on. So yeah, right now I'm not moving or anything like that. Later on, we plan on going to Walmart. So hopefully by then, she feels a little better. Like I said, she did pass quite a bit. So I hope like her next bowel movement is just way better, and I hope she's just feeling better right now. So later on, like I said, we're supposed to go to Walmart later. So I'll probably pick up the camera again and do another vlog. But right now, I just want to let y'all know why we're in bed. Why we still got on the same stuff from yesterday. And why your girl hair is just looking crazy and wild and stuff like that. But right now, we're focused on mamas. And I'm ready for baby girl to get better. Because I can't have my baby feeling any type of way. And it's mommy's fault. It's mommy's fault. And mommy's messed up her baby's stomach. So. Okay, so I did get on YouTube and I did look up like what to do for a constipated baby. There's a few suggestions. They let me know that don't let them go like past 3-4 days without, you know, seeking medical attention or whatever. But like I said, it's only been 1 day and she's already had her movement, so she's good. But one of them was saying in a clockwise motion, rub on their belly, go around once. Oh, mommies. I was trying to do it gentle so she wouldn't wake up, but she is like the stretch queen. She stretches like every 5 seconds. But yeah, go around the stomach once, and then the second time you just kind of push down. So it's like push around, but it's called massaging the belly. Massage around, and you come back, massage down. Massage around, and the second time massage and bring it down. So that was one thing. They said do that for a while, and if that doesn't work, it was another one like get a Q-tip or a baby thermometer. You could get a baby thermometer. The doctor said actually baby thermometer. Dip it in some like olive oil and put it up their rectum, not far or whatever, and then they should get a movement. And then another video pretty much said the same thing, but it wasn't a thermometer. They said use a Q-tip, soak the end of the Q-tip with olive oil, and then stick it up the rectum for 15 seconds, just the cotton part. Take it out, and then they should get a movement. But I really didn't have to do any of these things. Just me switching up the formula to the digestive one got her to have a movement. So yeah, like I said, I'm definitely gonna look up different ways to get myself more, you know, producing more milk. That way she can have more breast milk than anything. I want her to definitely have more breast milk than formula. But like I said, I gotta figure out. Hey Tukey, I gotta figure out. Thank you, Tukes.
Welcome.
What works for me to produce more milk for her. You know what I'm saying? So thank you for watching. Catch you on the next one. I hope mama feel better. Her sister don't feel good.
Oh.
Yeah.
She's
Not having a good day. Mama tummy hurt. Her tummy hurt. You guys catch you on the next one.